Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys Dak Prescott's true feelings on likely new coach leaked. The Cowboys are increasingly moving in on hiring offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to be the team's new coach, a move that is not likely to go over well with fans who had hoped for a splashy new name, a coach who could lead a culture change following the departure of Mike McCarthy earlier this month. But bringing in Schottenheimer, even with a lengthy resume and a familiar name in NFL circles, signals more of the same from the Cowboys, who may well have never been serious about any other candidate except Schottenheimer all along. Schottenheimer is an experienced coach, though just 51 years old. He is the son of former head coach Marty Schottenheimer. He was given opportunities to get into the sport early. He was an assistant with the Rams as far back as 1997, when he was just 24. Schottenheimer has never been a head coach, but he has spent 14 years as an offensive coordinator, including the last 2 for Dallas. He spent 8 years as a quarterbacks coach and was in the collegiate ranks for 3 seasons. He spent 1 year, 2022, as a consultant for the Cowboys before spending the last 2 as the team's offensive coordinator. Cowboys could get a new coach sooner rather than later. On Thursday, longtime beat reporter Clarence Hill, now of DLLS Sports, wrote on Twitter, X, that the process of hiring Schottenheimer was moving into high gear, and could come at any moment. Look for the Cowboys to cross the finish line on hiring Brian Schottenheimer no later than Friday, possibly today, Hill reported. Earlier in the afternoon, Jane Slater of NFL Network wrote on Twitter, X, that Schottenheimer spent 5 hours with the team, a good indication he is their man. The Cowboys met with offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer for more than 5 hours yesterday in what was their second interview this week with him. When asked if this was imminent or whether news expected today, I was told nothing as of yet, per a source informed. The wait continues, she noted. Dak Prescott, a Brian Schottenheimer fan. While fans might not be happy about the move to essentially keep status quo after the team finished 7-10, the real question will be how the players feel about the ascension of Schottenheimer. That's less clear. As the season wore on with McCarthy last year, and the injuries piled up, including to quarterback Dak Prescott, who played just 8 games in 2024, most of the Cowboys seemed to play harder for McCarthy, even with the season all but lost. But Prescott, for one, could well have Schottenheimer's back. That's from Hill, during an appearance on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Hill checked his phone during the podcast and said he had a text from a player about Schottenheimer that read, "He'll be ready for the next step. He has the right personality and brain." Hill did not identify Prescott directly, but clearly leaked that it was from him. "Probably number 4, Hill said, laughing. Prescott, of course, where's number 4? When asked again if the text was from a player, Hill repeated, probably number 4. Cowboys $97 million All-Pro star gets brutal injury update. Most of the news coming out concerning the Dallas Cowboys over the past few days has centered around the imminent head coaching hire, which Jerry Jones is expected to announce within the next week at the latest. Yet, there is troubling news for the Cowboys concerning a player critical to their defensive operation. Trayvon Diggs set for an extended spell on the sidelines. Trayvon Diggs suffered a major knee injury last month that kept him out for the remainder of the season, prior to the team's Week 15 game against the Carolina Panthers. Whilst the injury is obviously gruesome and will take time to heal, it could well be significantly worse for both Diggs and Dallas, with the latest updates coming in, courtesy of ESPN NFL writer for the Dallas Cowboys, Todd Archer. Pro Bowl cornerback Trayvon Diggs had chondral tissue graft surgery Thursday on his left knee, and the recovery could keep him until parts of training camp if not longer, according to multiple sources, Todd Archer wrote. With such a monumental injury, it will always take time to recover. But the prospect of losing a key player like Diggs, who is a 2x Pro Bowler and made the first-team All-Pro back in 2021, will certainly be very disheartening to a team that desperately needs to keep their blue-chip players on the field coming into a new era led by a new coach. Pete Carroll emerges as wildcard candidate for Cowboys job. The Dallas Cowboys coaching search added a new name to the mix on Thursday, with Jerry Jones connecting with Pete Carroll. Carroll won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks and has been a name mentioned on the coaching carousel this season. While the Cowboys have shown interest in Carroll but have yet to set up an official interview, per Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. The Star-Telegram has confirmed that Jones has contacted former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll regarding the opening, Harris said. The conversation has been described as informal, although the interest is legitimate enough to be reported. Carroll has built a legendary coaching career at both the collegiate and professional levels. After early NFL head coaching stints, he rose to prominence at USC, leading the Trojans to 2 national championships and 7 straight conference titles. He joined the Seattle Seahawks in 2010 and transformed the franchise into a perennial contender, winning a Super Bowl in 2013 and earning a second appearance the following year. Carroll and the Seahawks went their separate ways following the 2023 season. Carroll had interest in the Chicago Bears job, but they opted to hire former Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Cowboys have interviewed multiple candidates. Schottenheimer was the 4th person to interview for the job and the only internal candidate. Former New York Jets coach Robert Saleh, Seattle Seahawks assistant Leslie Frazier and Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore have also interviewed. Saleh signed on with the San Francisco 49ers to be their defensive coordinator on Thursday, taking him out of the mix. Moore was once the favorite to land the job but is still coaching the Eagles in the postseason. The most attention-grabbing name linked to the Cowboys job has been Deion Sanders. Like Carroll, Sanders had a casual conversation with Jones about the opening. To hear from Jerry Jones is truly delightful, and it's intriguing, Sanders told ESPN. I love Jerry and believe in Jerry. After you hang up, and process it, and think about it, it's intriguing. But I love Boulder and everything there is about our team, the coaches, our student body and the community. An official interview has not taken place with Sanders, who is currently under contract with Colorado. He's negotiating an extension with the university and many theorize the very public flirting with the Cowboys could have been a negotiating tactic.